Guess Asmon's getting heat for some comment he made on stream the other day. I'll play the clip for you. Let me know what you think about this. Let's take a look. In a tweet with almost 7,000 likes from Dexerto, they say Asmongold shared a controversial take claiming that fat or ugly small streamers won't get as many viewers. All right, like I said, let's have the man speak for himself here.
But if somebody asked me themselves why they're not getting more viewers, then yeah, I would sure do it. Let me link you guys this video. Yeah, I would look like a huge dick if I did that. Some people want themselves. Well, here's the thing, right? You want to know a really, really uncomfortable, shitty truth? Is that if you're ugly, people won't like you. And this is even more true for girls. So if you're really fat or really ugly, it doesn't matter how funny you are, people just aren't going to like you. They don't want to look at you. That's it.
Dexerto then added, the streamer prefaced it by saying that this is the uncomfortable truth. Asmon himself responding to that Dexerto tweet saying 900 plus comments. I can't wait to read all of these in bed tonight. As expected, some of the comments are a bit odd. I'm laughing out of uncomfortableness. I'm like, what is this? There's so much to unpack with this comment, guys. Excuse me. This comment says, he can go F himself. And there's something about a body? What the heck? Finding a body? Dude, what? It's something about small streamers being worthless society or something. And then saying F this trend, F these clout chasing goblins, and then randomly adding hashtag VTubers at the end. Like, the heck did I just read, man? You know those like mind wiping things in Men in Black? Yeah. Can someone get one of those and use it on me? I want to forget that comment. Here's a more tame response. It says, pretty privilege is definitely a thing, but we also aren't going to act like the top 1% of Twitch or YouTube streaming all look like Henry Cavill. Other responses deciding to take jabs at Asmon. This person deciding a similar sort of approach. Ricky Berwick saying K, posting images of his socials. However, plenty of people in the comments just fully agreeing with Asmon. For example, Diddley saying this is the least controversial take ever. Shock saying this is controversial. Look at any famous person. 95% of them are an 8 or 9 on the scale. And Plurto responding saying pretty privilege is a thing. I don't know how people are trying to deny it in the comments. There was also a situation a while back where people were upset at Asmongold for a comment he made on fat phobia. You might find this clip interesting if you haven't seen it before, given the context of this video so far.
Like, fat phobia is cringe? You know who's fat phobic? Your body. Your body's fat phobic. How many 90-year-old people you see that weigh over 400 pounds? Zero. You know why? It's because they're dead. Think about the only famous, well-known, really old fat person. Santa Claus. And he's not real. They're dead. That's all there is to it. Yeah, yeah, I'm sorry, but like we gotta keep it real, guys. Like, that's the truth. Like, and like, I think anybody, by the way, anybody who doesn't say what I'm saying, I think is doing a massive disservice to not only their audience, but to the entire society.
In a Reddit thread talking about that clip, one of the most upvoted critical comments reads, dude shouldn't have a take on this since he constantly jokes that salads are self-harm and eating them would get him banned on Twitch. Fat phobia is just fat shaming. Everyone would have easier lives if you stopped caring about other people's weight and stopped making comments on it. It's none of your business, and if they die, they die. If it's someone you care about, you'd make the effort to help them lose weight instead of commenting on it. Smoking and drinking is bad too, and so is doing drugs. Yet people fixate more on talking crap about obese people, which is kinda indicative that they don't care about that person. They just want a punching bag. If they did care, they'd be advocating for people to stop drinking, smoking, or doing drugs too, and shaming them if they didn't. But most people only focus on fat people. On the other hand, people from body positivity movement need to get their stuff together. They need to discredit those that use the movement to claim it's okay to be fat, while focusing on the mental health and motivation of fat people. Yeah, fat shaming generally only serves to make them feel terrible, so the focus should be on motivating them positively, not reassuring them that it's okay to be fat. Ultimately, it's none of your business how other people live, and the likelihood that they already know they're fat and unhealthy is pretty high. They need motivation to lose weight, not bullying or reassurance that they're not fat or unhealthy. Couple things real quick, then we'll move on to the next comment. Why get upset at his joke about salads being self-harm, though? Like, I don't know. I like salads, but that joke's kind of funny. Like, I guess he doesn't like salads, you know, so it's just whatever. And the whole people focus more on fat people than like drug addicts and stuff. I don't know about that one. Some Redditors agreeing with that comment, saying this is facts. And yup, in cases like these, it's just bullying in disguise. This one reading, he's 100% right, but does this mean he's going to start exercising and eating more calories to go up to a healthy weight? Or is he going to stay a human skeleton? Can he even jog for 30 minutes? Touch his toes? Probably not. If Asmon were as fat as Esfand, he'd be saying the same things about thin people. He's not preaching about being healthy. He's just giving another cold take for virtual pats on the back, while completely ignoring his own unhealthiness because he can do no wrong. And a little exchange here. One user saying, I mean true, but who is Asmongold to talk? And another user saying, as good as anyone else, his health and weight are irrelevant when it comes to stating a factual statement. Now, all that said, by far, the most upvoted comments in that thread are ones supporting Asmongold's take. He's right, and there's also a difference between someone being a healthy weight and that person actually being healthy. If all you eat is junk food and don't overeat, you might be a normal weight, while all your underlying blood work numbers are terrible. Being heavy just makes all those issues that much worse. This person's saying, I'm overweight and I wouldn't wish it on anyone. The amount of physical issues you will 100% run into later in life aside, it did a real number on my mental health/confidence, which created an incredibly destructive feedback loop of hating myself, being insecure as heck, and then eating to cope whilst I further spiral and further into the hole. I 100% think being hostile to fat people has the potential to propagate the issue further, and in most, not all cases, will just make things worse for the individual, not better. But I also think anyone who defends it as a lifestyle, especially if they're not someone who has ever had to deal with how mentally taxing it can be, is doing a massive disservice to society as a whole, and it should be treated like the epidemic it is. From there, other top comments would essentially also give some advice, simply saying just eat less calories than you burn, lol. Instead of 20 burgers a day, eat 19, then 18, then 17. It's that simple, folks, and someone even saying lost 60 pounds doing this. Literally just counted calories and limited myself to 1,400 to 1,700 a day for 9 months. And finally, this Redditor saying this comment section is full of people who got called out and are coping with the idea that Asmon being unhealthy himself means he can't have an opinion on it. That's just stupid. Why would that mean anything? He's actively aware of how unhealthy he is and tells his viewers not to live like him. He's not preaching about the idea of skinny phobia when people say he looks unhealthy or skinny. Such a ridiculous mindset to dismiss his point just because he himself isn't healthy. The point is that these people are deluding themselves into believing they are healthy when they aren't. Well, while we took a little bit of a divergence from the Dexerto article, this was certainly a bit related to that sort of topic, and I didn't see this happen when it occurred a year ago, so it was rather interesting to take a look at that stuff now. I hope you found this segment to be interesting as well, and let me know what you think about all that stuff in the comments. In my general opinion here at the end, I think it's important to watch your diet. That doesn't mean you have to literally be on a diet like cutting. No, diet, I simply mean what you eat, like what you drink, like your nutrition, right? Tracking your macros, etc., etc. So whether you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to cut, or you're trying to bulk, or you like where you are and you're trying to stay there, I think it's important to watch what you eat to some extent. You don't have to like obsess over it, but just be wary of the macros and like what you're eating throughout the day. And I think it's important to also keep active and work out. That doesn't mean you have to go to a gym and lift weights. You could literally just do like body weight stuff at home, do plyometrics, that sort of thing if you like that approach. If you like more of a standard like bodybuilding, weightlifting thing, you of course have that option, going to a gym, lifting some weights. You could take a more powerlifting approach if you like that stuff more. Point is, you have options. Some people just do like kettlebell workouts entirely, and some people do a combination of all that stuff. And for more like cardio stuff, you of course got options there. You could run, you could jog, you could jump rope, you could do like Muay Thai, boxing, etc., etc. And overall, I think all this stuff is going to be positive for people's mental health, for people's physical health, as Redditors also pointed out. And some people, maybe they think working out is too much of a rigid thing. Like they don't realize how many options they actually have, and that they probably can find something that they'll enjoy and have fun doing and want to do multiple times a week. So I'll leave it there. I wish you all the best. Have a great weekend ahead, and I'll see you in the comments and, of course, in the next segment on the way.